Alrighty, well, in a super bacon fried Steve moment, I decided I would review another crazy anime Cypher because people need their props, and in this case I'm going with the females, the evil ladies of anime Cypher. Now I've already heard this, but I'm gonna kind of like break it down from a rap nerd perspective because I don't know much about the anime, however I do know a lot about what they're doing with the words and the flow pockets. I'm not gonna go too crazy about it because it is long Cypher, but you know, Dave's.
I am the devil wearing Prada, turn him into martyrs, raising up the prodigies.
Alright, so like what she did right there was she had the rhyme scheme of turn them into martyrs, Prada G's. So like you just take the rhyme scheme and you extend it a little bit in an open space, and you can do that by having a shorter rhyme scheme, and you know, you have a space to kind of play around with it at the end, and you can then use that as like a new flow and keep it going. Anyway, Cheech.
I am the devil wearing Prada, turn him into martyrs, raising up the prodigies. Owning the runway in your father while I'm redefining anthropology.
And see right there, she kept it going with the mother and then apology. So you brought it back to the 3-syllable.
I carry like a Louis Vuitton. Let's see divine next evolution. Trying to find my majesty, but in the end you'll kneel to me.
See, that was interesting because you kind of did like an A-B-C-C kind of thing right there. It was like, what is it?
I carry like a
glowing, I carry like a Louis Vuitton. I'm towing the sign of the seeds of divine something like that. Like,
Louis Vuitton. Let's see divine next
the seeds of our next evolution. Sorry, I don't know the anime, so I don't know the context. But you hear how it's like an A-B scheme. And out of nowhere, she just switches it.
Evolution. Find my majesty, but in the end, you'll kneel to me.
So it brings down the 1 syllable. Majesty, kneel to me. But it still sounds sick. And then right here, we hear the switch up in her voice and everything. And what she's going to do is like take the intensity and rise it up. And so Chi-Chi's known for singing, but in this case, it's like a demonic singing. Like, you know, like if you pictured Satan as a woman, this is kind of how it would sound.
I am your mother, I am your ruler, I am the loom of the fiber of life. I'm your tormentor, I am the calling that cuts through with scissors and rice.
So right there.
Of life, I'm your tormentor, I am your ruler.
Ruler, the loomer.
I am the loom of the
fiber of life. So it's like an internal, and then the end is fiber of life.
fiber of life. I'm your tormentor. I am the calling that cuts
through with calling light.
through with scissors and rice.
Aww, you guys are just super cute. You'd be so much cuter if you just bled a little.
Now this is Ironmouse. However, I'm pretty sure that Hala wrote this. However, the delivery, like the voice, Ironmouse, you're crazy. What is this? Like, if you don't play this character in real life, that's an insult to you. Like, come on, you gotta be an anime actress, VA, whatever.
Aww, you guys are just super cute. You'd be so much cuter if you just bled a little. Get my fill, a tiny cricket, it's so simple. Whether human or a bird, I'll taste it quick to mix the switch up your signals. Reading your character's crystal, play all the heroes like fiddles. It's fickle, don't try to wiggle away. I swear it's a tickle, the blood trickles from your stab. Oops, I guess I just stabbed you.
So right there, she was like messing around with the pocket of like how you can shorten the scheme a little bit, hit the rhyme here, and then say some more after, and then loop it around into the next. So she was doing like a trickles and giggles and the figgles, but she had to fill up all the open space. So kind of it sounds like just one long sentence. You know what I mean? Like it's not like there was a cat, it had a hat. It's like there was a cat and it was in the hat and the bick in the back and it just keeps itself going. And then what's cool is this scheme right here, the stab you, stab wound, it's something like that. Hold on.
It's fickle, don't try to wiggle away. I swear it's a tickle, the blood trickles from your stab. Oops, I guess I just stabbed you. I wanna be you so bad soon.
Yeah, cool. Like, so right there. So that's the run-on sentence right there. Stab wound, stabbed you, I want to be you so bad soon. It's like Eminem does it a lot. It's like you're just talking. You know what I mean?
One thing to catch you. I and the dick will cut him off, and the rest of Tammy. Oh, I'm in your friend group. Close the trust, what I'm them to. Yeah, twice a night.
And like some good use of internals right there, and then bring it back to like friend group, and in this like sick writing. If it's Hala,
The dick will cut him off, and the rest of Tammy. Oh, I'm in your friend group. Close the trust, what I'm them to. Yeah, twice a night, we got it covered. Look away from the needle as I drain you of your color.
Stuff is the ultimate.
and also regardless of like whoever wrote that, delivery by Ironmouse, solid. And speaking of Hala, here we go. And now I don't know anything about this anime. Apparently it's like Dangan something, and this sucks because I speak Japanese, but either way, I think this is one of her best performances. Now, I just recently got on the Hala train. I heard her in the Pokemon Cypher, the trainer Cypher, I believe, as Hilda? May? I'm sorry, I'm like bad with the later names of the trainers, but she came in and ripped it up with the Light Space Python scheme, and here she just comes in with the attitude. Oh my god. So let's run this back a couple seconds.
Yeah, twice a night, we got it covered. Look away from the needle as I drain you of your color.
Stuff is the ultimate despair. With me and multiple tricks there. Prepared all of your death, so drop like flies already. Fuck yeah! Revive, I keep it gr-
So that's the most deserved fuck yeah in the world, but also I was wondering if the ultimate despair, that seems to be something with the show, and like this character loves despair. However, there's a bear. So I was wondering if it's the ultimate despair, like I'm dissing you and I'm a bear. Because like that would be despair as well. I'm wondering, but like there was nothing to indicate that within the way the lyrics were spelt, so I'm not sure. But I thought that was like a sick double, but regardless, the flow is sick.
with despair. With me and multiple tricks there. Prepared all of your death, so drop like flies already. Fuck yeah! Revive, I keep it gruesome. It's not lies, it's when I shoot 'em. Burst on fire, make you loot and burn. Blast off hats off to the new head burns. Round you like Mondo.
And like right there, like the Luthenberg, like this, the way that you can skip from like doing, you know, regular time to double time to like even triple timing it real quick, just to hit those syllables to say what you gotta say, then speed it back up or slow it down or whatever you gotta do to keep the rhyme scheme going. Control.
Toga 1000.
Sorry.
I shoot 'em. Burst on fire, make you loot and burn. Blast off hats off to the new head burns. Round you like Mondo. Got 1000 low blows. Catch my bars, they all know. I crush it, no ego. I body 'em. My hobby's building death traps on these tracks. We're lacking teenagers more than their voice cracks.
So I love that, like the mondo da ba ba da ba da 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 da, like the triplet flow is pretty cool. But then like this death traps, no ego, like the way that comes in and like ties in with the way the beat sounds, it's very like I'm pretty sure you made like Hala, I'm pretty sure you made the beat as well, so it makes sense. You decided the cipher, you chose this character, you chose this beat. Only makes sense there be the perfect synergy, and it sounds amazing in this moment right here.
Burns round you like Mondo. Got 1000 low blows. Catch my bars, they all know. I crush it, no ego. I body 'em. My hobby's building death traps on these tracks. We're lacking teenagers more than their voice cracks. So, what should your execution be? It doesn't look like you have talent, that's worth noting, not to me. I teach murder to these kids and build like I'm in creative. Wanna kill me, you would fill me with despair, so I'll take it. Backbud.
And like, fill me with despair. Like there's so many internals, and like the flow like intertwines with the rhymes there, but while keeping, you know, the fours. Disgusting. She knows what she's doing with the pen. It's cool. Really like seeing that.
Kids and build like I'm in creative. Wanna kill me, you would fill me with despair, so I'll take it. Backbud, tough love, it's all spirit.
Sorry, Night of Breath. Check it out.
Kill me, you would fill me with despair, so I'll take it. Backbud, tough love, it's all experiments to me. Wake up, enough. You students count down your defeat. Not the brightest move, testing a genius.
So coming in with a whole different swag, like manipulating the ad-libs right there, like and murdering them. What was that? Like drip, 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 kiss, 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 and then the 1, 2, 3, and like, that's such a good.
It's all experiments to me. Wake up, enough. You students count down your defeat. Not the brightest move, testing a genius. I laugh, there's no hope in redeeming us. Fire me. ain't no bluffing, I'm serious. Think I cared for you, see you're delirious. I live and play only by my own rules, the most powerful which you'll ever meet. Don't worry about the snakes in your high school, worry about the thousand snakes in May.
Third tier, Hallibel.
So I like that last line. I don't know much about the character, but I would assume something kind of like Medusa or like Snake Control or Chimaru. I'm not too big on anime, but don't worry about the snakes. I'm snakes. Solid. Anyway, it's gonna be frivolous, and I believe it's like a Bleach character. Not too big on the anime either, so, or at least educated on the anime. I love the style and.
Third tier, Hallibel, call her Halle Berry. Woo! Caramel skin tough, and she's very scary. When a silent but deadly type talk, better concentrate hard unless you're trying to see God.
So like, pretty simple scheme, but like the fact like the Halle Berry reference, like yeah, like who says that? Like, yeah, skin color Halle Berry, like yeah, or Halle Berry. I suck at English.
3 beasts, that's 3v1. Gotta straight hard unless you're trying to see God. 3 beasts, that's 3v1. Gotta be as it's time for this resurrection. We run in packs like some lioness.
Alright, we cannot ignore that right there. 3 beasts, 3v, like obviously destroying the like same word kind of sound, and then just goes into this whole other pocket with like
gotta be as it's time for this resurrection. We run in packs like some lioness. Eyes up or I'm gonna push your eyes in.
Like it just changes the whole thing in the lioness. We're running it like a lioness, and then eyes up or I'm gonna push your eyes in, and then of course it's gonna be this dude Eisen. I have heard this before, so I know that flip, and like cool.
Direction, we run in packs like some lioness. Eyes up or I'm gonna push your eyes in. Eisen? So many forms of death. Not one dimensional, a sacrifice, come be a bless. No, not your average queen. See, I bring my own rep. I got heels on the blade, so I'm taking your breath. Only one man.
So, oh, okay, cool. Is it? Alright, so right there toward the end, just ripping it up with like the intensity, like I don't know the relationship between the characters, but maybe there's like some spice, I don't know. But just getting pissed off and like just like Eisen, like it's, and it was awesome. And so we had the gills on my blade, so I'll take your breath. So that's like make you choke kind of bar, I guess. But at the same time, her blade literally has some gills on it. Looks like she controls water. Pretty cool. So like that.
See, I bring my own rep. I got heels on the blade, so I'm taking your breath. Only one man can best
Twisted Savvy.
me, and you best believe I say yes, please. Down on my knees, no mercy. Yeah, he a teasing and making me thirsty. Pinnacle of seductive, deep inside where the lust lives. I'm at the top and I handle my shiz. Drop your addy, you about that biz. Honey, peep the tag, you are not a threat. Go on low where you get, I ain't busting the sweat. You just trying to get that cap, but can't get it wet. I'm a motherfucking brat, don't you know that yet?
You think you're a villain? Well, that's cute.
I mean, admittedly, not my favorite verse on the Cypher so far, but I mean, it represented the character very well. I do know a little bit about FMA and lust being the embodiment of like the 7 deadly sins. Talked about like all the, you know, and like it was good, 100%. Flow, rhyme scheme, rode the pocket, but I felt like it left some deserved, or just maybe that character, just that's how it would have to sound, and no fault to you, just was, it's alright.
A motherfucking brat, don't you know that yet?
You
SailorUrLove.
think you're a villain? Well, that's cute. I make kids feel loved while I hold their hands. Walk to freedom like it's part of a plan. Tell them someone wants them and they're gonna have a life. Then I send them off to dinner, but they never get a bite. Yeah.
Alright, so not too complex on the rhyme schemes there. It just seemed like very long, like 4 and 4, right? Like,
cute. I make kids feel loved while I hold their hands. Walk to freedom like it's part of a plan. Tell them someone wants them and they're gonna have a life. Then I send them off to dinner, but they never get a bite. Yeah, I can't.
It's weird. It's like a B CCDD. Like it works and sounds fine, but like I just don't know, like analyzing that. It's kind of like a weird scheme going on. I don't know if I'm just like interpreting it weird or running it back one more time.
I'm a motherfucking brat, don't you know that yet?
You think you're a villain? Well, that's cute. I make kids feel loved while I hold their hands. Walk to freedom like it's part of a plan. Tell them someone wants.
Alright, so it's like an ABBB something.
Them and they're gonna have a life. Then I send them off to dinner, but they never get a bite.
It's like a That's more complex than I would have thought up front. Damn. I don't even know if it was meant to be that way. Weird.
Tell them someone wants them and they're gonna have a life. Then I send them off to dinner, but they never get a bite. Yeah, I keep my victims quiet and unknowing. I walk them to the death with no emotion showing. Cause I'm a cold bitch, but I'm just doing what I'm told, kids. So heed my warnings and just take my advice.
So, cold bitch, told kids, and like the no emotion showing, like obvious flow that you gotta use right there in that pocket when you're using those words. Pretty sick. I like it.
Showing cause I'm a cold bitch, but I'm just doing what I'm told, kids. So heed my warnings and just take my advice. When I say there ain't no saving your life, this ain't a test. Just listen to your mother cause she always knows best. In the end you're gonna die either way. Bet.
So I feel like she was trying to tell just more of like the cold bitch that she was. It's like, hey, I fucking killed mad kid. Like, I don't know anything about whatever anime she's from, but it sounds like she's some orphan mother that just, it's like, yo, I'm gonna take you to whatever the fuck in our anime universe will kill you, and that's it. Like, you're just food. I don't give a shit. Like, zero emotion, and so the portrayal of the character, but this wordplay wise, like, yeah, it was pretty good, but like, the weird scheme in the beginning just has me baffled. I'm gonna have to go back and study that or something. I'm still hung up on that. But anyway, we have the wolf, and this is where I first found her, and this presence is fucking crazy.
To your mother cause she always knows best. In the end you're gonna die either way. Bet.
Wolf, put a spark to your ass. No Zeus causing static, wreaking havoc. I'm doing it all sporadic. Better hope that you aquatic. The way that flow come in like a wave. Take your breath away like struggling asthmatics.
Alright, so I don't know much about One Piece, but I do know about this season. My best friend watched it. I watched it with him. I know about Big Mama. So, that's her name, but I'm probably messing up. Sorry, guys. But, so she just comes in right here.
Just listen to your mother cause she always knows best. In the end you're gonna die either way. Bet.
Wolf, put a spark to your ass. No Zeus causing static.
Spark to your ass, no Zeus. Because, like, sparks, Zeus, that's all, like, thunder, lightning, electricity, causing static, wreaking havoc. She's just keeping that scheme going, but, like, static, also the electricity.
Wreaking havoc, I'm doing it all sporadic.
Doing it all sporadic, because, like, Big Mama's a crazy bitch, so, like, you know.
Better hope that you aquatic the way that.
Better hope that you aquatic, and, like, because, like, the whole thing is they're on the ships, and they're, like, sailing around, she's chasing them, but then, like, also, she leads it into the way the flow come in, because, like, obviously you gotta keep that, like, fucking, that, like, watery flow, like, Bruce Lee, you know? Flow like water.
That flow come in like a wave. Take your
Like a wave? Come on, yeah.
breath away like struggling as.
Take your breath away, like, struggling asthmatics, because, like, obviously asthmatics can't breathe, but then also you got the whole, like, water, like, takes your breath away because you're fucking drowning. You're drowning in her flow because she just keeps going. Like, it's I'm gonna run the shit back when we're done because I'm breaking it all down. But
no hostess, but I'm serving up a platter. Want it better, take the whole cake like the island my serve.
alright, so no hostess, but I'm serving up a platter. Like, I'm serving you bitches, but I'm also like, no hostess. So, like, emphasizing that serving up that platter. Like, bitch, like, it's a platter. It's not just like you know, a size. It's a whole meal. Like, But then coming in here, like, my servants is stealing your whole life. Like, just servants, but like, the whole servant scheme right there.
Servants are sealing up your whole fate. Big queen crown me of the land. I hear y'all doing all that barking. Toto's only time you stepping is when you in the band. Complexes like Napoleon. I can add that pressure like Pagoda Pearsons and had a homies. Do you win? Wiping out your little bugs like penicillin.
Now, admittedly, I don't understand half that shit. So it's just, you know, it's pretty good rhyme and flow control right there, and like just keeps delivering on what she's doing. But anyway, we're gonna run that back from the beginning because I was breaking out a lot of it, and that shit's like, you gotta hear it in its entirety. It's just what makes it. I'm just gonna,
Bet.
Whoa, put a spark to your ass, no Zeus causing static, wreaking havoc. I'm doing it all sporadic. Better hope that you aquatic. The way that flow come in like a wave. Take your breath away like struggling asthmatics. No hostess, but I'm serving up a platter. Want it better, take the whole cake like the island my servants are sealing up your whole fate. Big queen crown me of the land. I hear y'all doing all that barking. Toto's only time you stepping is when you in the band. Complexes like Napoleon. I can add that pressure like Pagoda Pearsons and had a homies. Do you win? Wiping out your little bugs like penicillin.
I just call it that, wiping out the bugs like penicillin. It's like, yeah, obviously, like, you know. But then the complex like Napoleon, so like you're small, but you think you're big, so like you're just like really in your like, oh, I'm sorry, but you're like a bitch, but like, I fuck with that, it's happy bar.
Pagoda Pearsons and had a homies. Do you win? Wiping out your little bugs like penicillin.
Alright, this is, I would assume Oreo. Or 3-0, but probably Oreo.
Is on its way, and the bold end up chained. Even weapons stab through their heart. Only the strong will get that far. Bow down.
Cold is on its way. Bold. Pretty cool scheme right there. I like that. Like, I wouldn't have thought of that rhyme ever.
Cold is on its way, and the bold end up chained. Even weapons stab through their heart. Only the strong will get that far. Bow down to me. You're down and on me. Some bark, but I frostbite. What makes you think you'll live tonight?
Alright, I guess she controls ice, frostbite, bark, frostbite. I get it.
Some bark, but I frostbite. What makes you think you'll live tonight? And the Jaegers don't gotta be titans. We crush the night raid, use some molten ice and hide in power. Cower when I stop time. Even my love for you won't change my mind.
So I feel really bad because I don't get most of that, but just the way it sounded and everything, amazing. I liked it. I really liked the singing, the vocals, but I don't know and there wasn't too much like wordplay or anything. So like, my lack of knowledge does not mean your verse sucks or anything. It just means that I'm stupid. So yeah, that's okay. This is YFU baby playing a Sailor Moon character. Now I haven't watched Sailor Moon since I was like 5. So, forgive me if I don't know what's going on, but sounds like it's gonna be a Doja Cat-y kind of thing going on. We'll
For you won't change my mind. Give me your fear. Any last words, bitch? Let's hear. Maybe I can make your world stop. You're in this now, often in the name of chaos. Let me talk. Those seeds you're gonna need more just to feed me. All your hair chaos is within me. Set my soul away and out of that for season. Cause I've been taking places that my soul can't even handle. I'm the greatest itching, now you bitches hold a candle. I don't watch your crystal, you'll be my next example. Your life, your loss, destruct, chaos.
Obviously, go check out Hala. All of these ladies, amazing. Music by Hala, yeah, crazy. Mixing mastering by Tyler Clark, and visuals by Kevizard. So go him and K2. But like, what's her name? YFU. I want to have to figure out what's going on with you, because I love your sound. You sound like Doja Cat or like Nicki with the attitude. Like, okay. Yeah. Anyway, deep fried beans.